Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're going to be speaking about a very important topic. Why are Muslims falling behind economically? So inshallah I'm going to explain one big thing which is really affecting us, and that's the food we eat. The Prophet ﷺ told us the son of Adam does not fill a vessel worse than his stomach. So if we're eating impure, depleted nutrients, then how are we going to function in terms of productivity and barakah in our lives? Because food should be fuel, and when we're fueling ourselves with substandard, mediocre food, which doesn't serve us, food should serve us. Number two, from processed food, what we get is obesity, and obesity slows you down. The more fat you carry, the slower you are. And this was known at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, where obesity was seen as something rare. And one of the things, in fact, the sign of the hour is obesity will become very common. This is one of the sahih hadith about the time of the Akhir al-Zaman. So obesity becoming very prevalent, and for the first time in human history are we dying from excess rather than lack. Thousands of years there was famines in the world, people died of poverty, but now the diseases of excess have overtaken the diseases of lack. The main issue here is the connection between food and productivity. I went to Middle East recently after having a massive plate of rice. The men fall asleep. SubhanAllah. Where's the productivity? Having big breakfast, having a big lunch, you're not working in the day. A Muslim man should be lean. A Muslim man should know he is focused, and he does not make the food the object of his desires. But when your entire life revolves around what's for breakfast, what's for lunch, what's for dinner, you're thinking about food, not about the state of affairs of the ummah. Executive functioning comes from having a clear mind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Alaq, the first surah of the Qur'an, we will grab them by their nasi'ah. The nasi'ah meaning the frontal cortex of the humans, the PFC, the prefrontal cortex. This is what differentiates us from monkeys. This is the frontal part of the brain which is responsible for our decisions. And the biggest decision you will make in your life is what you eat. Eating can either give you life, it can give you a early grave as well. So let's not compromise on nourishing our bodies. On top of foods is lack of fitness. We are either academic or athletic. Why not both? Yesterday I was at a boxing event, and many people in sports give up on academic dreams. Many people in academia give up on their fitness journeys. Why can't we be a gentleman gladiator, someone who is very academic? Why is there a binary? Why can't we be both? A Muslim is well developed. Let's be comprehensive, inshaAllah. And number three, fitness is not just about looking good. It's also about feeling better as well. The more we exercise, the better our cognitive function. We not only get a boost in mood, our stress reduces as well. So it's why many athletes have routines, not just for their physical health, but also for their mental health too. A big part, I personally believe, is responsible for not starting our day with the routine. The way the Prophet ﷺ lived his life is a living example. So let's structure our days like the Prophet did, ﷺ, where he was disciplined, started his day at Fajr, retired to bed early after Isha, no socializing. He just spent time with his wives in the evening. So now I'm going to give you a bulletproof routine on how to structure your day, because success cannot come without structure. 5 daily salah. Your day should revolve around your salah, starting with Fajr. What a wonderful way to start your day. Modern science tells us those that wake up early have a far deeper connection with their purpose. They are more likely to produce deep work. Well, we have a reason to wake up, to praise Allah, to thank Him, and start our days with Fajr. And then our day should be divided into portions. The early part, which is the Fajr, the middle portion between Dhuhr and Asr. Use that time to sit down, pray Dhuhr and Asr together. These breaks will ensure you avoid burnout and remain productive throughout the day, because our day should be punctuated with salah. The evening between Maghrib and Isha, just like the Prophet ﷺ, we should focus on family and rest. Not going out with friends, shisha lounges, eating out late at night. These are times where our bodies naturally will start to rest. So we've got the cortisol and adrenaline in the morning to keep us focused after Fajr. We've got the melatonin in the evening, the adenosine to really make us reflect and be calm and spend time with our families for leisure, not for work. And by structuring our days with these principles, we not only optimize our time, we optimize our productivity. And inshaAllah ta'ala, imagine 2 billion people doing this. Imagine 2 billion people waking up at the crack of dawn doing deep work. Wallahi, imagine this, 2 billion people. Imagine the economy of the world. Now, as promised, I'm going to speak about the 8 superfoods from the Sunnah which you can use to supercharge your day and optimize your work and personal life. Number 1, dates. I love dates. In fact, I used to have a date business. Dates are great. Quick energy, full of fiber, full of minerals, magnesium, potassium, you name it, they're in dates. They do not spike your blood sugars like dextrose or fructose you get from sugary snacks. I've tried it. I've tested this on patients. Dates are absolutely wonderful superfood. And olive oil, the blessed olive oil, zaytun. Allah swears by zaytun. What a wonderful remedy for the heart and for the skin. There's a reason why people in the Mediterranean, southern Italy and Greece, they live longer. They have a lot of olive oil. Very good for the skin. They oftentimes look better as well. They have glowing skin. The Prophet ﷺ was very fond of olive oil. So have good olive oil. Extra virgin, cold pressed olive oil. Spend a bit of money on it. You won't be disappointed. Number 3, honey. Not only good for the immune system, very good for the gut and for brain function as well. So if you're feeling you want a bit of a pickup, use honey in your tea if you want, or your milk. Barley, very high in fiber, very high in serotonin, very good for digestion, very good for mood. The Prophet ﷺ used barley in talbina for his mood. Very good at making you happier. Use barley, a very low glycemic index, carbohydrate. Pomegranate, very good for blood, very good at reducing inflammation, and will give you the necessary fuel for the day. Try sprinkling a bit of pomegranates on your rice or on your salad. Black seed, one of the favorites of the Prophet ﷺ. He told us black seed has a cure for everything except for death. Fantastic source of health and making you feel better and giving you vitality and energy. Cucumbers, mentioned in the Qur'an. The Prophet ﷺ would have cucumbers as well, full of fiber, almost 0 calories. Cucumbers is like water, no calories in there. Good for hydration. And people use it now on their eyes as well. If you want clearer skin, cucumber is the one. Lentils, again, mentioned in the Quran, a slow glycemic index food, high in protein, very good at keeping you full. These are things which people now call the slow carb diet, but we knew this from the Prophet ﷺ, eating slow carbs, eating energy-rich foods. These foods are not only delicious, they're very nutritionally complete, because the problem is now we've got foods which are lacking nutrition. They're very high in calories but lacking nutrition, so we are overfed but undernourished. But these foods I mentioned, the 8, they can really help you optimize your health and productivity, inshaAllah, so we can become better performing Muslims economically. So in conclusion, Muslims, we have a massive task at hand. Allah chose us to carry his last message, be the last ummah. We have a huge burden, and this starts with our eating habits. So please have a balanced, healthy diet, and inshaAllah ta'ala, by following what I mentioned here and in the upcoming videos and our YouTube channel, inshaAllah, let's make a commitment to change, because we do not fill a vessel worse than our stomach, and let's be more prosperous through nutrition, because nutrition has an effect on our brain, has an effect on our ruh, has an effect ultimately on our economic situation. Let's not be slaves to our desires and just be in this constant wheel of chasing quick dopamine and quick sugar. Brothers and sisters, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share with friends and family, and let me know in the comments what you're going to prioritize today for a stronger ummah tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.